The City of LaFayette knows the importance residents place on living in a comfortable, attractive area that they can take pride in and be proud to call their home. That is why it's important for residents to be aware that brush piles and debris piles are different from one another and how they are collected within the city. The City of LaFayette Public Works Department maintains the pickup and disposal of brush piles and debris piles from residential areas. The Public Works Department travels in cycles to each of the 4 wards collecting residential brush piles and debris piles. Public Works professionals will clear one ward and then move on to the next ward until all 4 wards are completed. This is a task the City of LaFayette is proud to conduct for its residents and utility customers. 2 separate knuckle boom trucks operate throughout the city to locate and remove residential piles. It's important to understand the difference between brush piles and debris piles, as they are separate and must be separated by the resident. Brush consists of trees no more than 4 inches in diameter, limbs, shrubs, grass clippings, and organic material that can be ground into shavings or chips. Brush is collected and transported to a city-owned landfill where it is stored until the brush is recycled by a private company. Debris consists of furniture, lumber, metals, man-made materials, and other non-organic material that must be transported to the landfill. Please note, it is very important that residents do not place cans or buckets of wet paint, chemicals, tires, or shingles in garbage cans or debris piles. This also includes refrigerators, freezers, and air conditioners, all containing compressors, as the landfill charges the city for this type of removal. The city cannot dispose of these items as it is the responsibility of the resident. Debris is collected and transported to a waste transfer station where the city is charged for its disposal. Household garbage should always be placed in garbage containers and not in a debris pile. This is why it is important for brush piles and debris piles to be separated at least 4 feet from one another by the resident. Brush piles and or debris piles should never be placed under power poles, phone lines, or tree limbs. If feasible, brush piles and debris piles should be placed outside and away from fencing and not in the roadway. If household garbage debris is mixed in with a brush pile, a resident will be charged $35 to have the mixed debris separated and removed from the residence for disposal. The landfill charges the city $7.50 for disposal of each mattress and each box spring. So if a resident sets out a mattress or box spring, there is a $7.50 charge for each. If a resident sets out brush and or debris after the truck has been in the area for collection, the resident will have to wait for the next time the truck cycles back through that specific area in order for the piles to be collected. If a resident requests that the piles be removed before the next cycle, the resident must contact Public Works at 706-639-1511 and pay a $35 fee for early removal. There is also a $35 fee for removal of large brush piles or large debris piles based on size and or weight of the piles. This does not pertain to average, smaller brush piles and debris piles. If a resident is personally remodeling their home or property, the city will pick up their construction and demolition waste with the understanding that there could be a $35 payload fee depending on the size or weight of the pile. However, the city will no longer pick up construction, brush, and demolition debris if the homeowner has employed a contractor for the home remodeling or tree removal. If the homeowner employs a contractor, that contractor is responsible for hauling the brush or debris from the property. If this is not an option, the homeowner must rent a construction debris dumpster for waste. Brush and debris piles should only come from the residence where the pile is located. If it was brought from a different location and dropped off into another property, the resident could face a littering fine up to $1,000 based on City Code 1705. The goal of the City of LaFayette is to maintain the area's beauty and serenity for each and every citizen living in the Queen City of the Highlands. We would like to thank all of our residents for helping us make this possible by taking pride in the area here in the City of LaFayette.